But nothing prepares anybody for the aftermath of a fire, particularly when you go to a place where they've got nothing to fight the fire in the first place. And that's where I'm coming from. On my recent adventures to Kosovo, on 5 occasions leading convoys, my professional contributions in these developing countries is as follows. So let's go. So to support humanity through education, a definition of above, which I think I've covered. I'm going to cover different ways to educate and through unfamiliar means. Not just standing up talking to somebody, it's getting out there doing it hands-on. Past successes of the overseas project team, I'll explain in a moment. Future plans, different agencies who can do help, there are many. So who's working with the IFE to educate humanity and its communities worldwide? Ones that are not so fortunate as us today. Well, it's a charitable educational foundation, which is what this is all about. And this is where the link comes between the overseas project team of the Rotary International and the IFE. We work with Florian and its Scottish equivalent, and I do apologise, I'm not sure what they're actually called, but they do fantastic work. We actually work alongside each other, so we don't miss things or duplicate. Another one is Friends of Russia, a chap called Chris Holgate from East Sussex, who we work with. And there's many FRSs worldwide, to many countries worldwide. And talking with Grant, the Pacific Islands, I think it's Timor, Papua New Guinea, and others. South America, Eastern European countries, which are less than 2.5 hours, 3 hours in an aeroplane, 2,000 miles, and yet they're in this condition. So who has benefited from our efforts? Initially, a very few, because the word wasn't getting around, but then it spread. And around 10,000 people in this particular community that we were working with began to give us, well, what about this, what about that, what about that? And it covered a whole range of things, not only firefighting, medical, education, computers, and all sorts of things. But from this, leaders started to emerge, and we were working with them. And this is where the fire service came in. This is where our leadership, our training, helped us to help them. And out there, the Rotary Club's assisting us. There's 11 in Kosovo at this time. And today, after 14 years, we, all the agencies as above, have made a difference to an estimated 1 million people. That's quite a statement. But when you consider Kosovo, and I hope you all know where Kosovo is, it's between Albania, Macedonia, Serbia and Montenegro, on the bottom end of the old Yugoslavia. Kosovo is the size of Devon. It has 27 fire stations, in fact. All this is through hard work and being supported as above and educating people and giving an opportunity to them. They are clever people. They're not backward in coming forward. If we can give them something, they'll bite your hand off. But we've got to make sure that we just don't give it to them. We do something along the lines of making sure that they use it effectively and efficiently. We work, as I say, with Florian, and they've given us valuable assistance. Helping communities through the education and any type of assistance. At this time, 1st of January this year, Kosovo got together all the 27 municipalities of the fire station and made it a national fire service. They're in discussions with us, Rotary International, to be able to supply via Cornwall Fire and Rescue Service and other rescue services throughout the UK, where we scrounge, get things donated to us, that we're going to continue to help train that whole national fire service in some shape or form. We're working on it, it's a massive project, and we're looking forward to pushing that through. Every time you go abroad, you see a little UK, you know there's been a UK fire and rescue service been there, done something, not only because you see the helmet badges or whatever, but you can see the way they do things. And the only way you pick that up is when, all my time at the college, you know how people do different things. The same thing, but in a different way. Obviously, a couple of fire engines, Anybody from Merseyside? Well, that's where they came from. They were donated to us, and thanks to Rob Pritchard for that. And they went out to Kosovo in 2010, and they've been on the BBC World News a few months after they were there, because they were able to get to a scene in deep snow after an avalanche and get as many firefighters there as possible to dig these people out, and they did, and they're alive today. So you give them the kit, they'll do it.